It is that time of the year when we start thinking seriously of hitting area lakes and streams to get in a little fishing. But before you head out with your fishing pole, make sure you have your new fishing and hunting license in order. Matthew Cameron from the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency is here to talk to us about what buying that license means for the wildlife in Tennessee. Matthew, appreciate you being here, buddy.
Thank you, Chris.
I tell you, snow's pouring down outside right now,
Yep.
but I know a lot of folks have already been hitting streams, but it is time to buy that new hunting and fishing license, isn't it?
It is. If you're an avid hunter or angler in the state, you know
Right.
the end of February is when they expire, and
Yes.
you pick up your new ones right around the prime fishing time. So
Right.
it's time to get those new licenses.
And you can do that online, or you can go to a local store or whatever that has them available. But if you're going online, make sure you're going to the right source to get that license, correct? Because there's an online scam out there right now.
Yeah. You know, believe it or not, people scam you online these days, and there is a fake website out there that is trying to sell you. Well, it's trying to actually get your information.
Right.
I don't think there's a lot of transaction involved,
Right.
but it gets you to put in your information, and then you're screwed. So it's take a look at it and make sure that you're not using that fake website. And I can't even explain it. It looks pretty janky to me.
Right.
It's got a generic fishing logo
But
in
if you
the
get in a
corner.
hurry and you're trying to re-up your license, you might get taken in.
Yeah, always go to GoOutdoorsTennessee.com
Right.
to get your licenses. That way you know you're getting them through us and not a fake site.
Absolutely. And buying that license, it's important for the angler or the hunter to have that license, but it's also important for the TWRA to get those, because that's a part of what you do. I mean, that is funding what you do.
Oh, we are funded almost exclusively through the sale of hunting and fishing licenses and boat registrations. We don't get general tax fund money
Right.
like a lot of other states do.
Right.
That's why our licenses may cost you a little more here, but
Right.
that gives us complete control over how to manage the state's wildlife. So if you love wildlife, whether you're a hunter or angler, the best way to support us is to purchase that license,
Right.
because we do get federal appropriations based on how many hunters or anglers we have. So if you're a bird watcher or a wildlife lover in general,
Yes.
you can still support and conserve wildlife by purchasing a hunting or fishing license.
Yes, and we're looking outside and we got snow right now, but we've had
Yeah.
so much rain here lately.
My goodness.
We've had flooding all across the state, and that is affecting wildlife in general, isn't it?
Correct. You know, there's the obvious. The water levels rise, they get trashy. It doesn't affect the fish that bad, but
Right.
some species of amphibians are kind of sensitive. If
Right.
the streams get too silty, they'll actually die. But something that people may not think about is a lot of animals go through a period called brumation, like ectothermic animals that are cold-blooded, like snakes
Right.
and frogs and things like that. Go through brumation. It's where it's a slower period of the winter. It's not like hibernation, but they
Right.
slow down to conserve
Right.
energy. So things that burrow under the ground and live in holes, like snakes, for example, or even some rodents like rabbits, when the ground is so saturated, their dens get flooded, sends them on the run. But that in turn is good for coyotes and foxes and things that prey
circle of
upon them.
life.
So yeah, there's winners and losers out there.
There really is.
Anytime the weather's.
All right. Matthew, I
factor.
wish we could sit here and talk wildlife
know.
all day,
Yeah, me
buddy,
too.
I tell you. But it's important you get your license right now. Check out that website right there at the bottom of the screen, folks. That is the true website where you need to head. Get all your information, your license information, everything right there at that website right there on the screen.